Hi everyone. Hello World Changers. This is Dr. Bell again, and we are in Module 1 of our ECE 4515 course, and this module is all about understanding the theoretical underpinnings of early language and literacy. So the module is packed. There's a lot of reading involved, and that's going to be true for all 10 of these weeks. Plan to read every day, probably about a chapter a day in all honesty. Some will be more heavier than others. But we're going to have websites to look at, articles to look at, your chapter textbook chapters and activities to look at, and then you'll have some in-course activities. But what we're doing this module is we're learning about how, what theoretical framework supports language development and literacy development. So we're going to look at the language and reading theories and think about how that's applied to the early childhood classroom and what that looks like as a teacher. Then we're going to look at brain development, and we're going to look at it through the lens of learning to read and speaking, using language, reading, writing, and language. And I have a narrated PowerPoint with some self-check activities built into the PowerPoint. You're going to need to do that. Every teacher, you don't have to be an expert in brain or anatomy, but you should have a basic understanding of how the brain works in order to serve young children well when they're learning to read and write. Reading is a very complex brain process, so you should be familiar with the process and the pathway. So we're going to look at that. Also, we are going to look at how the sorry, I lost my train of thought. We're doing the theoretical underpinnings in the brain, and then we're going to look at an introduction to this world of reading and writing and what it means. So I hope you get a lot out of the module. Check the drop box in your syllabus for dates and to see when things are due, and enjoy.